Today is Cryolipolysis 101. On my channel, I like to explore all kinds of DIY ways to sculpt your body. And one of the ways that I have found that's very effective is cryolipolysis at home. I'm saving thousands of dollars by purchasing my own machine and doing my treatments at home. Okay, I feel like I don't spend enough time talking about my favorite cryolipolysis machine, my favorite fat freezing machine. This machine is a little bit more expensive than the basic model that I started my channel with, but it is by far my favorite machine. So this is the machine that I'm going to use as the example in today's Cryolipolysis 101. This machine is from MTS Aesthetics and it ranges about $2,700. They do give a 5% discount code for my viewers, Beauty Over 50, and it'll save 5% because when you buy this machine, there are taxes and tariffs. So I don't want you to be shocked when you look to see the price of the machine. It is not the same price as the basic machine, but this is the deluxe. This is a deluxe salon quality machine. So if you are doing cryolipolysis and you have several areas on your body that you want to treat, you will actually save money by purchasing this machine. When I got my estimates for doing cryolipolysis, it was going to be over $13,000. And I couldn't imagine paying that much for body sculpting. So when I purchased this is $2,700. So that is quite a significant savings when purchasing this machine. And like I said, this is a deluxe machine. So let's go over and talk about what exactly cryolipolysis is. Cryolipolysis is a non-surgical fat loss solution. Cryolipolysis actually goes in and freezes the fat cells. Your body metabolizes them and gets rid of them and they die. They actually get rid of the fat cells. That's why it's so successful when doing body sculpting, because it actually gets rid of the fat cells. Unlike cavitation, where cavitation disrupts them and they drain, the fat cells are still there. But with cryolipolysis, the fat cells aren't there anymore. Cryolipolysis works by freezing fat cells. I'm just going to use this handle as an example. These plates get extremely cold. When you put this applicator on your body and it sucks up that area into this applicator, it freezes this area. And you lose between 20 and 25% of the fat cells in this treated area. Depending on the area that you're freezing, that's how many fat cells that you're going to be killing off. So if you're just freezing a small area like this, it's going to be between 20 and 25% of the fat cells. If you're using an applicator this size, 20 to 25% of the fat cells in this area. So you can see how much bigger this area is. So let's go over the pros and cons. Let's go over the side effects and exactly how to do cryolipolysis. So where can cryolipolysis be performed? This diagram, you can see all the areas that you could place this handle to be frozen. You can see on the diagram that it's the abdominal fat, love handles, upper arms, inner thighs, under your chin, below the bottom, the bra fat, and back fat. Cryolipolysis only targets subcutaneous fat. Subcutaneous fat is the actual fat that lays on top of the muscle. Visceral fat is the fat underneath the muscle. So if you have 2 inches of pinchable fat, then you are a prime candidate for cryolipolysis. Cryolipolysis is not for weight loss. It's only to sculpt your body and contour your body. You're not going to lose weight with cryolipolysis. The ideal candidate for cryolipolysis is someone who's within their target weight of between 10 and 30 pounds. So if you are in your target weight of between 10 and 30 pounds, you're a good candidate for cryolipolysis. I like to always stress on my channel that these machines are not miracle workers. If you're not Being active and leading a healthy lifestyle with a healthy diet and exercise, these machines aren't going to do all the work for you. You have to participate. You have to have a healthy lifestyle in order to achieve the results that these machines can help you with. Being active, eating a healthy diet, low in carbohydrates, high in fiber, that's all the stuff that's going to help you eliminate all of the dead cells that you just froze and help your metabolism keep going. So that's really important to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Now let's go over the pros and cons of cryolipolysis. It doesn't involve surgery and you don't need to be sedated. One area can be treated at a time. If you've purchased a handle cryolipolysis machine, then you can do more than one area at a time. Another pro is the fat cells are permanently destroyed and your lymphatic system removes them out of your body. There's no downtime with cryolipolysis. You can do a treatment and go right back to work. You can do a treatment and go about your day. There's no downtime. What are the cons of cryolipolysis? More than one session may be needed to achieve the results that you are looking for. Because like I said, between 20 and 25% of the fat cells in the area. So if you're paying for a medical spa, regular salon to perform cryolipolysis, you're going to spend a great deal of money to get the results that you're looking for. Whereas if you bought your own machine and you have to repeat the areas or do a few treatments, you've already invested the money. You don't have to put out any more money. Unlike cavitation, where you can see immediate results, with cryolipolysis, sometimes you look bigger before you look smaller. And I know that sounds kind of crazy, but that's just the way it is, because you're creating some trauma with this handle, whereas with cavitation, you're not sucking anything up and your body's not getting bruised and frozen. So that's the big difference between cryolipolysis and cavitation, that cryolipolysis is permanent. The fat cells that you're destroying with cryolipolysis is permanent, but you could look bigger before you look smaller. So just know that. Some of the side effects that cryolipolysis has are numbness, swelling, itching, bruising. Frostbite can happen. Frostnip can happen if you're not careful. And another side effect is periodoxal fat hyperplasia. So what that is the butter effect. So basically, when you do your cryolipolysis and you're sucking your area up into this handle, the area that you're treating is going to look like this handle. But if you have periodoxal fat hyperplasia, it could be permanent. So you just need to know that. And studies have shown that approximately 1% of the people, and I don't know why, but it mainly happens to men. So men, beware that 1% you could get what's known as the butter effect, where you could actually have this on your body in that area permanently. So that's one of the side effects. I try to be upfront about everything with you guys so you know what to expect. Another thing that would help with that is when you do these treatments and you massage the area after you do the treatment for 5 minutes. So not only did you freeze that area, but you're doing a deep tissue massage with the massage gun for 5 minutes after you're doing a treatment. So that helps bust up the crystallized, that helps bust up the frozen fat cells that you just did with your cryolipolysis machine. It's very painful. I'm not gonna lie, it's very painful to do the massage. That's why I always use a massage gun, because I'm not gonna go in and massage whatever area as deeply as the massage gun can do when doing my treatments, because it's painful. It's very painful, in my opinion. Another con is it can take 3 to 6 months to see the final results, because when you're using one of these handles on your body, it's creating trauma. So not only are you going to swell up, you may bruise, there's a chance you could get frostbite or frost nip, but with this machine, the chances are very unlikely because it has a warming and a cooling cycling. It protects your skin, where the basic model only has the cooling. It doesn't have the warming and the cooling cycling, where this machine is designed to help prevent frostbite and frost nip. But that is a side effect of cryolipolysis, is frost nip or frostbite. So just be aware of that. Okay, what are you going to need when you do cryolipolysis? You're going to need the machine, of course. And like I said, this is my favorite machine. And then you're going to need antifreeze membranes. Antifreeze membranes are what are going to protect your skin from getting frostbite or frost nip when doing your cryolipolysis treatments. These membranes are wet and kind of slimy, and I always use 2. I say it in all my videos to use 2 to double up to protect your skin from these plates that get extremely cold. Then you're going to need a massager. You're going to need to massage that area, knead it really good after you're all done with your treatment for at least 5 minutes. By doing the massage for 5 minutes, you're increasing your likelihood by 65% to getting the best possible results. Another really important thing to remember is the antifreeze membrane is wet, and this handle is sucking the area up into the handle. So it's really important that 15 minutes in, whatever machine that you're using, it's really important that 15 minutes into your treatment, you hit the pause button. On this machine, you can do it right here. This little button you can pause it here. You always want to double check and make sure that your membrane is still wet, because this is sucking, and it's sucking the fluid up into here, and then it's discharging it back here into this filter. If your membrane goes dry, you can get frostbite. You can get frost nip. So it's very, very important that you always double check your membrane and your skin to make sure that your skin is not, number one, turning to ice. You don't want any ice on your skin, because you're going to get frostbite if you have any ice on your skin. If your membranes are dry, you need to change them out and get fresh membranes that are wet. They should be wet and slimy. Okay, now I'm going to go through my favorite machine with you and show you why I love this machine so much. So when you have your handle attached, depending on what handle that you're using, this will highlight the handle that you're using. So you're just going to hit the button, and then it brings up this screen, and it's automatically set to the temperatures that you should be using for the small handle. And it says right on the handle, size 100. And you just hit the arrow. So here's the screen, and this is the warming and the cooling. So it'll warm it up for 3 minutes to 42 degrees Celsius, and then it cools it back down to a -5 degrees Celsius. It has the vacuum, and then it has the time that you're going to be doing the treatment for 45 minutes. And you can start it from this button here as well. So you can see that it has the temperature. So whether it's going through the cooling or the warming, you can see it right there on this screen or this screen as well. You can do start here, or you can do start there on that button. That's why this is my favorite machine, because the chances of getting frost nip or frostbite are really slim to none with this machine. I try to share with you guys everything I know about body sculpting and body contouring and why I love it so much. Everything I use in my videos has links in the description box below. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know. Like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below.